Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Philly Phone Book, a podcast archive. I am your host, Gideon Caro McDonald, and with me today is a very special guest. He is a musician and filmmaker. You may know him for his work with local Philly bands Witheld and the Jette Planes, but I know him best as my younger brother. We got Toby Thomas McDonald on the pod. There he is.
Your stupid new lows, Gideon.
Oh, what?
No.
What is this?
No, it's about time. You've been doing this for months now.
A year.
A year.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Well, I started at the top of 2025.
Yeah.
And here we are in 2026.
Here we are in 2026?
Yeah, this is the first episode of 2026.
Is this season 2? Is it seasons?
It's not like
What's
officially.
the format here?
It's more just episode breaks.
Yeah.
I don't really think I have the energy to break it up into seasons.
Gideon takes a nap, and then there's a new episode.
That's pretty much what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's great to be here. It's very, very comfy, expensive studio. It's very nice.
I'm glad you think so.
I'm very cushioned right now.
You are very cushioned. Yeah, a lot of blankets, pillows.
I've heard good things about this couch.
Yeah?
Yeah, from other guests. So I was like, Gideon's okay, but the couch?
It's lasted a long time, this couch. This
good.
day bed.
Day bed.
Yeah, it's a day bed.
Wow.
It means it can also turn into a bed. Anyway, Hey, Toby.
Hi.
How you doing,
Hi,
bud?
Gideon. I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm good. It's a lovely, lovely Thursday in Philadelphia.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
You may not be listening to this on a Thursday,
Probably
and this
not.
definitely won't come out on a Thursday.
No.
But get in the Thursday state of mind, whatever that may mean to you,
I'm in a Thursday state of mind.
because that's what we are.
That's on our next album.
That's the next song?
Yeah.
That's the next song, Thursday State of Mind. We'll just do a bunch of songs about days of the week.
Days of the week?
Yeah, we already got one.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We do.
We do. Hey.
Hey.
So we only have, 6 more?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy.
That's easy.
Light work.
Light work.
Light work.
That's a small album.
Yeah, barely an album.
Barely an album.
We'll do 7 inches, one for each day.
You guys are hearing it. We're cooking. We're cooking right now.
This is what we do, and quote unquote professionally. By the way,
Right.
it's just this.
It's just
There's
this.
microphones today, though.
Just microphones.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Toby,
Mm-hmm.
thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
I've been very excited to have you on the little show that I do.
We'll show you.
As I've known you your whole life.
Since we met 2016, I think. 2017.
Try
you were
2008.
playing. Oh.
Try 2008.
Okay. Yeah.
When you
Bad year.
when you were born. Bad year.
Except for me.
Except for you.
Yeah.
I
I was born that year.
Yes, you were. You're young. A youngin'.
Yeah. A lot of the listeners are probably gonna cringe at that. 2008.
No, I know. I had a student, because I also do theater teaching as my day job, and I had a student come up to me the other day talking about their birthday, and I was like, "Oh, well, how old are you?" And they're like, "I'm turning blah blah blah, whatever."
Yeah.
And they were like, "Yeah, my birthday was 2018."
Wow.
And I was like, "What?"
That's real?
Yeah.
I was watching Pen, Pineapple, Apple Pen when you came out of your mother, child.
Pen, pineapple, apple pen. We got pen, pineapple, apple
Keep that
pen
in, Fern.
referenced in this episode 4 minutes in.
Yeah.
All right.
New lows. Okay, let's get into
New
it.
lows. Let's get into it.
Let's get into
Let's
it.
get into it. Well, Toby,
Yes.
I would like to say that I know you pretty well.
Sure.
However, that doesn't mean that everybody does.
No?
So why don't you talk to the audience, give a little
Oh.
bit of a concise intro into who you are.
No. All right. I'm Toby. Middle name Thomas. Last name McDonald.
Mm-hmm.
I am the brother of Gideon McDonald.
Yes.
The child of Matt McDonald. And the child of Caro.
There it is.
I'm, I'm a lot of things. I'm a musician. I'm a filmmaker. At the end of the day, I write a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Some would say I'm a storyteller.
Ooh, yes.
I was thinking that this morning. Like, what am I going to call myself? I'm like, a storyteller.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how pretentious.
I don't think...
Yeah.
Look, I understand thinking that calling yourself a storyteller is pretentious. But it's true.
It's a little true. It's got truth to it.
Art is story.
Art is story. Yeah, I play a handful of instruments. I'm a guitar player, but you'll see me play the bass the most.
Yeah.
We'll get into that.
Mm-hmm.
I focus in I focus in filmmaking. I study filmmaking. I've written a lot of. I'm a writer. I'm a director. I do the things.
There it is.
In the very early infancy of that, I guess. But I got a few things behind my belt already.
Yeah.
So
you're on the cusp of
I'm on the cusp
of a really promising career, I think.
I know.
But you've got a lot of experience already.
Listen up, people. You need a music video?
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, we'll totally get into that.
Just saying.
McDonald. There it is. A whispered plug.
A whispered plug. There'll be more of those. That's how I'm going to plug everything.
Just whisper.
The Jette Planes.
Like subliminal messaging.
Yes.
Throughout the whole podcast.
Because then they're going to finish the episode and you're like, wow, he talked about nothing. And then they're going to be like, wait a minute.
Wait a second.
These things are going to pop up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a musician and a filmmaker. Those are the best two words.
There it is. Yeah. You absolutely are. But you got your start here in Philadelphia.
I did. Well, yes.
When
Jefferson Hospital.
Jefferson.
Woo!
Shout out Jefferson.
Shout out Jefferson.
That's where we both
Shout out
were.
Dr. Ross.
Shout out Dr. Ross. Dr. Ross.
Dr. Ross. Let's talk about Dr. Ross.
If you're listening right now, which I doubt you are, but
no, there's a chance.
There is a chance. Dr. Ross, if you're listening, thank you for being Toby and I's childhood physician.
Yes.
Since we were wee babes.
Wee babes.
Yeah.
Full on wee babes.
Yeah, I recently had to, well, not recently, but
a couple years ago now.
Yeah, recent enough not
when you were 18
to see her anymore.
Yes.
And it's quite a shame.
I'm
how's she doing? Have you seen her recently?
I saw her last summer. She's doing good. She looks the same.
She looks exactly the same. Fascinating.
Yeah, don't know how many more times I'm gonna. Probably for a little bit, but
a little bit. Yeah. You're 17.
It's true.
Thank you, Dr. Ross.
Thank you, Dr. Ross.
Toby and I have been in Philadelphia our whole lives.
Whole time.
It's one of the reasons why I'm doing a project like this is because Philadelphia as a city, it has been incredibly pivotal to who we've become.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Especially since we found ourselves in the art scene here.
Yes.
So I just wanted to talk about that. How,
for sure,
from your perspective, has it been growing up in Philly? Especially right now. You're 17 and got to go to a performing arts high school.
That's true.
Shout out CAPA.
Shout out CAPA.
And
I'm sure some alum, maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Maybe out there listening.
Yeah. Just how it's been and what Philly means to you at the moment. Philly.
I love this city. I meet a lot of people that, have moved around their entire lives, find Philly at some point later. And, I find a lot of people, I tell them yeah, I've been here the entire time. They're like, what? Yeah. That's kind of crazy. And it's I've never even had the urge to leave.
Yeah.
Not that I'm not writing my future. One day I'm sure I'll end up being somewhere else for something.
Right.
But, for my childhood and right now, I am 100% happy here. Just growing up, we lived in the neighborhood. I still live.
Yes.
For a little bit. You lived in the neighborhood of Bella Vista.
Yeah.
And we lived, right off South Street, basically.
Yeah.
So kind of our entire life, you know, like there's just always been just this like hip attitude and kind of just like underlying coolness of Philly to me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And especially when I was like getting into the stuff I'm into, like, you know, when I was getting into music, like for real, like when I was like 10 years old, you know, I found Green Day and I found the song Basket Case, and I was like, Dad, I want that song. And he was like, okay. And then we walked 4 minutes to Repo Records.
Yeah.
And I got Dookie on CD. Just like that. And I was like, wow, that's awesome. And places like Atomic City.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of food. Gus. I want to series of shout outs here. I would very much like to shout out Gus and Gus Jr. for providing us wonderful hot dogs
for
many, many years.
Man, yeah.
No longer on South Street, but was a beloved food truck, and I will always miss.
I'm so glad you brought up Gus.
Yeah.
Man, I miss Gus.
I miss Gus.
Yeah, to those who
Hashtag bring back Gus.
got to eat.
For those who got to eat.
Yeah. For those who experienced Gus like we did, you
Yes.
understand. It was just this quaint little hot dog
It's
cart.
like an in the know thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even going to elaborate on it. Just
Yeah.
if you know
If you
Gus
know.
on South, kudos to you.
Kudos to you. Yeah, I mean,
But yeah.
you've got a great point. We were really lucky, and continue to be,
Yes, for sure.
regarding
Where we are.
what we were able to have access to.
Mm-hmm.
Living right off of South Street,
Yeah.
especially at the time of like when we were growing up.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
It was awesome.
It was so awesome. Like, we've seen this street evolve and change over time and
devolve.
Devolve, that's true. Stores come in and come out, and festivals and shows, and
For sure.
I mean, yeah, it's been such a cool opportunity because it provided everything we wanted and needed.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that speaks to what you were saying about I never had the urge to leave, because I had the same thought, right?
You know, yeah. Like, for half my life, I never needed to get on a bus or get on a train or do anything.
Yeah.
Because I could walk everywhere that I actually wanted to go.
Walking to school.
Literally.
Still walking to school.
I'm still walking to school.
Walking to stores and food.
I walk. These boots were made for walking.
And that's just what they'll do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love Philly.
Yeah.
This is a wonderful city. Yeah.
It is. Has being here influenced how you started finding a love for art making?
I think absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I mean, for starters, Blue Bond.
For starters, Blue Bond.
For
Shout out
starters,
Blue Bond
Blue Bond.
guitars.
Blue Bond guitars.
We've talked about it before on the pod.
Yes. Just quick rundown.
Yeah.
Was a guitar shop right off South Street. There it is again.
Mm-hmm.
Which also doubled as a learning center for young musicians to learn instruments and participate in the band program.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I learned guitar from Mike.
Mike Coughlin?
Yes. Shout out. Lots of shout outs today.
Get him out of the way.
Yes, get him out of the way.
Right at the start.
Yeah. Yeah, Philly. You know, the artists that I know from Philly and even Philly adjacent all seem to share this weird drive that kind of just seems to follow people in the air.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the creative people that I meet from this city compared to other places are different, noticeably, to me at least.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, with how accepting and like how much opportunity there is for creatives in Philadelphia, it's a very like safe space and kind of a haven for artists to be who they want to be and make what they want to make.
Yeah.
it's kind of just one of those cities where it's just kind of like you do whatever the hell you want. Good and bad to that. But I feel like there's this kind of artistic freedom and kind of a quirkiness that comes with Philly that rubs off on you if you're trying to get into the creative world, I find. And I just the atmosphere of Philly really has influenced the way I think I create and, my humor, the way I view the world, really. Mm-hmm. It's just, it's shaped me. It took a spry little boy, delivered by Dr. Ross, shout out, and kind of molded me into where I am today.
Totally. Yeah, I could speak to that same exact experience.
Yes. Yes, you can.
We got to share in our art making.
We did.
Pretty consistently.
It's true.
Up until now, still.
Up until now, still.
Up until now, still.
Yes.
We were very lucky in regards to our parents.
Yes. That's true.
Who are very artistic people. My mother having an episode on this podcast. You could go listen to.
Shout out.
Shout out, Mom.
Yeah.
Who gave us every outlet and opportunity we needed.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we were raised in Pee-wee's Playhouse.
We were raised in Pee-wee's Playhouse.
A little bit.
Absolutely.
A Beetlejuicy Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. If I guess this really narrows down.
Really specific.
Who I'm speaking to. But if you have ever been able to visit our childhood home.
Yes.
You will immediately see.
Be jealous.
Yes, you would immediately be jealous. That's true. And you will immediately see how much self-expression is present.
You cannot escape the art.
No, you really can't. Our walls are completely covered in like antique, old pieces of art and like commissioned work from local artists that are either friends of my parents or friends of, or just people they admire.
Just people. Yeah.
Every wall is almost a different color.
Literally.
Surrounded by animals.
Yes.
And a tiny little home, but with every instrument we needed. Yeah. Like, yeah.
It feels bigger on the inside.
It really does. It really does. And shows like Pee-wee's Playhouse, that's a great one to bring up. And the Muppets and other things like that that were incredibly pivotal to like self-expression and, like you were saying, just being able to make what you want.
Yeah.
And feel confident in who you want to present as.
Because with paper. If I need paper.
If you need paper,
go
right.
Upstairs.
If you needed paper, if you needed any help with any sort of artistic project at school, we had it figured out.
Yeah, the best move ever that both of us did. You got a school project. You got to build a model or something.
Science fair.
Thankfully, you don't got to go to Rite Aid because we already have everything.
Yeah.
Have poster board. We got clay.
And yet we both did them so late.
So late.
And in our experience of having a mother who is a visual artist.
I ended up not doing it.
And a father who is a scientist.
Oh, yeah.
For both of them to watch us do the science fair with like so much disdain.
A little bit.
Because
I did good once. I mean, I did good once. I did good once.
I did good ones too. I had a good one. Yeah. I did one that was about the pH of our water fountains at Meredith. William and Meredith
Disgusting
Elementary.
Water.
It wasn't good water. No, we actually proved that it wasn't that great. Like, I got to show that to people and no one did anything about it.
Well, why would they?
I don't know.
There was nothing wrong with that building. What are you talking about?
Nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Shout out Meredith.
Shout out Meredith.
They're pretty cool people.
A few cool people.
Yeah. But to Meredith's point, yeah, we went to the same school. We went to school together.
We did.
We did the same after school programs together.
We did. We still go to one of them.
We still go to one of them. Shout out Philly Pack.
We work there now. That's
we both
the
work
joke.
there. That's the word. Yeah, you work there. Talk
do
about
work
that a little
there.
bit. What do you do at Pack, which is Pack as another commonly brought up thing on this podcast.
Oh, I'm sure.
Is an after-school theater program that I am a teacher at, and Toby also works there.
I also work there. Yeah, much like Gideon, I used to be a student. I did acting for a good number of years. Then I stopped, and then I kind of had this musical explosion in my life, and I came back, and our boss Jess kind of came up with a little bit of a position for me, and years kind of turned into what it is now. But I'd say I'm a live musical performer and assistant musical director.
Yeah.
For a select few of the Pack productions. I don't do all of them. I do the older kids and I do the summer productions we do. But me and Gideon, any songs that are thrown at us, we kind of figure out an arrangement, figure out how we're going to play them. You know, we're a two-man band, so we got drums, a bass, keyboard, and guitar. And that's it. And there's only two of us, so figure out what goes where, figure out underscoring. It's
we make do.
We make do. It's something I've become very, very comfy.
Yeah.
In our job, and I very much enjoy it. It's a very good outlet, you know, to kind of sharpen those types of skills. Just be like, okay, I gotta make something that fits this scene.
Yeah, underscoring.
Underscoring.
Yeah.
You know, which was never something I'd ever thought about doing, really. But it's kind of like, it's a really cool challenge, I find. It's like, figure out these songs, figure out how we're going to arrange them, you know. It's a job I very much enjoy.
Yeah, keep the gears turning.
It's true.
It's because it's like real practical.
The amount of times
practice.
The amount of times we've been rehearsing a show at Pack, and literally I'll come up with a musical idea and I have to sneak out my phone and like whisper into my voice memos because I came up with an idea right then. It's happened a million times.
Yeah.
It's a very good creative outlet for me.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been surrounded by these little opportunities, like these little spots.
It's true.
Where artistic breeding grounds.
Yes.
That we've both gotten to share. Blue Bond,
Pack.
But one we didn't share was where we ended up going to high school. I went to GAMP. However, you currently are a student at CAPA.
CAPA.
Which stands for
Creative High School for the Performing Arts.
There it is. I didn't know that.
Philadelphia High School for the Creative and Performing Arts.
Yes.
Is the full name.
And to piggyback off of the concept of quirky.
Oh, yes.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your time at CAPA and what that journey has been like as you're just about to leave?
I'm getting ready to go. Got a few months to go. I'll see you at graduation.
You're
in June.
In June.
Yeah, CAPA. There's a lot I could say about CAPA, but I'm gonna say the nicest things that I can. It is a school that its main focus, if nothing else, is to enable creative freedom and to let these students focus on what they want to do as the primary focus. Of course, there's math, there's science, there's writing, there's still all the classes, but the thing that really makes CAPA stand out, that anytime I tell anybody, they're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
It's, you can major in something at CAPA. When you audition, you can go for theater. You could go for instrumental music. You could go for dance. You could go for film and graphic design, which is what I do. And you will have a select few classes that are focused on that. That is the primary thing you do, and then all the other classes are worked into your day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a really useful outlet for people that know from an early age, I want to go down the creative route. Because it really gives you the chance to hone in your skills before you're even thinking about college.
Yeah.
Like, I will be attending Drexel University in the fall for film. Thank you. And almost without trying, I had a full portfolio
Yeah.
Because just over the years, so many projects and stuff, and I'm just like, I turn around, I'm like, wow, this is already a whole footprint of work.
Mm-hmm.
That like most of the people I know that are my age haven't even gotten the opportunity to make this much stuff.
Yeah.
So CAPA is a very, very good school for, letting the creative flag wave.
Right.
And Boys to Men went there, and the Roots went there.
That's true.
Well, Questlove and Black Thought.
And that.
Oh, and Leslie Odom Jr. for all you theater kids that are listening. I know you're out there. It's Gideon's show.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
hey, look. And those alumni speak volumes.
Awesome people.
Awesome people. Just genuinely really, really cool people.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Well, we got that. We got those stats.
Yeah. Being in an environment surrounded by other young creatives.
Yes.
How has that been when how am I phrasing this? How was that informative to your choice regarding your next step? Because, for me,
yeah,
I did go to a performing arts high school, started really figuring out theater, helping me then decide that I wanted to stay in Philly.
Yes.
And go to UArts for that same career. And I don't think I would have settled on that decision if I hadn't had the experience of a early education allowing me to shape my interests.
Yes.
CAPA has a lot of majors, a lot of people, a lot of
Sure.
opportunities. And you now have a portfolio that truly could get you anywhere you wanted. I'm not saying that you
Sure.
would have immediately walked through the door,
No,
but
I know what
you're
you're saying.
very experienced in
Yes.
what you want to do and in film.
Yes.
What made you pick Drexel and stick around? And what made you feel confident in that decision to go to another school for art and be surrounded by those kinds of people?
Gotcha. It very early on at CAPA, in my experience, I'm not going to speak for anybody else, but in my experience, it's like, you're a young kid, you hear about high school, you're ready for all the high school things, the cliques, the whatever, the drama, the fights, the everything. All of this stuff.
The brawls outside.
All the stuff they make fun of in those movies. None of that cared. None of that mattered immediately when I went to CAPA. I was like, oh, this is a bunch of weird people. And there's some weird people that think they're the cool people, but still they're really the weird people.
Yeah.
It's just like, this is crazy, but this is humanity right here. It's just a bunch of weirdos getting to do what they want. And, I'm comfortable in that. Being around creative people it's definitely, impactful when you're creative. You don't, get too entitled. You don't get too pretentious. At least I try not to. You're kind of always around other people that are doing other things, and you're like, wow, you did that. Like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I think it's beneficial to be around other people who are actively working towards their creative dreams. Because it kind of doesn't let that flame burn out. And yeah, it's just affected the way I work and the way I view creative work. And my confidence in it, really. I mean, it's like, all this stuff is stuff I can really focus in on, and I know so much more about, the film industry already that, like, I really have the confidence to try my hands at paving out a career in that. And Drexel, to me, other than our dad working there,
yeah, that was that. Yeah, true.
I know you didn't think about that in the
big
question.
help there.
Help. Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Pop.
I did some tours and I did a lot of research, and it seemed like a natural progression for me, and I really just didn't want to leave the Philly environment yet.
Yeah.
Like, I know I've already met more like-minded people in high school than I should have for most people. So I'm excited for college to really kind of find my place in all that biz.
In all that biz.
Find people to, work on stuff with and, just never stop, never put any limit on any sort of creative projects.
Yeah.
Just to be out there.
And Philly's the spot to do it for you.
For me? Right now, yes.
Right now, yes.
Yes.
Yay.
Philadelphia.
With your 17 years of experience here,
Mm-hmm.
and we've talked about it a little already, but just to give like a concise answer, what do you think has been like just a life lesson provided by this city that you continue to, hold in your back pocket?
Don't let anybody shut you up. This city is very, very passionate about being bold and very passionate about speaking its mind and saying exactly what it needs to say, exactly when it needs to say it.
Mm-hmm.
I, have always felt that the loudest people in Philly are truly the most honest people in Philly and the most real.
Mm.
And, people are not afraid to speak their mind and speak their truth and fight for what they believe in. And I find that to be very inspiring. And that's, there's a certain type of toughness that comes with Philly. And it's not like, hey, it's not like that toughness.
Right.
It's a different kind. It's a more human kind.
It's prideful.
It's very prideful, yes.
Yeah.
Other than the gay stuff.
Now, what do you mean by that?
No, it's beautiful. That stuff is beautiful too.
Well, yeah.
You lived in the neighborhood.
I did. I love the neighborhood.
Yes.
It's a lovely neighborhood.
It's actually kind of where the party is.
Oh, it is where the party is.
It is where the party
is. It 100% is.
But yeah, no, people in Philly, they're free and they're bold, and I find that inspiring,
Especially right now.
Especially right now.
Nice to see protest.
Yes.
Proper, loud.
Proper. They're concerned about nothing but the truth.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, good.
Don't let anybody shut you up.
Don't let anybody shut you up. That's a good one. Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
I read that all off a piece of paper.
Yeah. Toby's been sitting here with a book.
Yeah.
He has like a binder.
We've rehearsed this so many times.
Yeah, it's been days.
Yeah.
Of just like constant get-togethers and trying to.
It's not even me. This is an AI voice, a text-to-speech. I typed all of this out.
Yeah, he's not even here.
I'm not even here.
Yeah, I'm just talking to the laptop.
Yep.
Toby's home. Now that you know where you're going to school,
it's true.
Right? You've been in
Thank
Philly.
God.
You're making what you want to make. I would love to. Sorry, there's a puppet version of myself. That's in this room.
It's right behind me, and I somehow didn't realize it was behind me this entire time. So maybe we'll throw up a picture of that.
Here, I'll take a picture of you right now.
Just
There we go. Yeah, that's funny.
There you go.
All right, great.
There you go.
Maybe you guys will see that later.
Right,
as I was saying, I want to really dive into your artistic process.
Okay.
Because I have a lot of questions regarding that.
Yeah, you know nothing about that.
I kind of don't.
A little bit.
Like somehow.
I'm a bit of a mystery.
Of like working together for so many years.
Mm-hmm.
And really only most recently.
Sure.
Properly working together.
For sure.
With our band, the Jette Planes.
Jette.
JTEE.
Wow, you messed it up.
I did. It's been a while since we played a gig, man. I don't know.
It's true. It's tough. It's tough out there. The allergies.
Sorry. Oh my god.
The Gideon allergies. Oh, he's leaving. All right.
I'm sorry.
I guess.
I will be right back.
All right, guys. So here we are. Gideon has left the room. He's blowing his nose because he has allergies. I don't have those, you see. I was blessed with an empty nose. Yes. Now he's gonna come back, and it's gonna be the same old questions.
What do you mean you don't have those?
What? I don't have allergies, man. You know that?
Like any?
No.
Like, you don't have seasonal allergies?
No, I got empty nose.
I got empty
nothing.
nose.
Dude, I got nothing.
All
and it's weird. I mean, like, it's weird. I got nothing.
That's stupid. Anyway. Your artistic process. Let's talk about it. Yes, we have a band. We play music together. We write music together. I've been in many of your films.
Yeah, it's real nice to be a filmmaker and have a brother that's an actor, who I may or may not pay.
May or may not.
I may or may not pay.
The answer is not.
But he's so willing, and he always knocks it out of the park.
Oh, thanks, man.
So.
Well, I like doing it. What can I say?
Mm-hmm.
But even still, I don't really know how your brain works for this kind of thing. So let's start with music.
Sure.
Music, like you were saying, you really started to find your interest in it when you were really young.
Really young.
You know, I remember you walking around with a ukulele in our house.
I did that.
Until you were big enough to hold a guitar.
Quite literally.
Quite literally, because you were very small.
It's true.
And going to Blue Bond, learning how to, pluck a string.
What I do, yes.
And now you have written multiple songs on our recently released album.
Yes. What's it called, Gideon?
Behind Three Walls.
There you go.
By the Jette Planes, as well as performing for multiple years as a bassist, guitarist, and vocalist.
It's true. That was the last thing I picked up.
That was the last thing, right? With both our band and your other group, Witheld.
That's true.
I would love to pick your brain about why music has stuck with you as long as it has. That's a good way to start it.
Sure.
Yeah. What does music mean to you?
Well, Gideon.
Yes, Toby?
I needed to say that.
That's fine.
Why music has stuck with me. Man. You know, I say this a lot. I said this in my college essay.
Oh.
To get in.
Cool.
Our parents are not musicians. Our dad played bass in like 8th grade or something. But like they're not musicians.
He had like
I'm not ragging on them, but they're
3 rehearsals for a garage band or something like that.
It's called Pigs in Space, which is pretty rad.
That's so cool, right? I forgot. It's so sick.
Any hoot. They're not musicians, but they are passionate music fans.
That's true.
And obviously, for my entire life, our house has been filled with music. In the old Prius, a number of CDs that were laying in there.
Shout out Gloria.
Our
24-year-old Prius or whatever.
Still going strong.
Yeah.
It's the dead of winter, and that car is breathing.
Still working.
Yes. But our house was always filled with music, It's like we weren't listening to like children's music.
No.
And junk like that. We were listening to like
no Kids Bop to be seen.
No Kids Bop. Oh my god. The closest we got to that was Yo Gabba Gabba.
But
which was good stuff, man.
Follow that train of thought. Yo Gabba Gabba.
I'm gonna follow that train of thought. Our parents had very good taste in the children's media that we would consume.
Yes. Agreed.
Very intentional.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. But shows like Yo Gabba Gabba have this kind of free-for-all music attitude towards it. Like that show, there's a million musical guests, like different range of musical styles, everything, anything goes. That show, just those moments when the band would pop up and they'd play their song and be like, wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Could I do that? But our house was always filled with music. Like we weren't listening to any corny kids records. The Doors was on.
Yeah.
And just all this stuff music that I still listen to, like full on.
I mean, I could remember mom playing like a Florence and the Machine record
Yeah.
in our car when I was like 12.
Yeah.
Like it's truly just
Mm-hmm.
ingrained in a CCR.
CCR,
It was
big
a big
time.
one. Yeah, we consistently got a wide
David Bowie,
range. David Bowie,
Devo, all that stuff.
Devo. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a lot of influences growing up. Yeah,
For
who,
sure.
who of those, who would you say was the most impactful at the time?
Biggest, man. There's a lot. I was a kid that went through phases of media.
Your phases were aggressive.
Aggressive phases. I wouldn't
Loud phases.
I wouldn't settle for liking a lot of things at once. I would find one thing and really hone in on it. Hyperfixate for
Yep.
extended periods of time. And then hop onto something else.
Yep.
Musically, there's been a lot of those. I gotta give credit where credit is due to the Aquabats.
Yes.
Of course, who, you know, if I'm really thinking about the whole grand scheme of things, are definitely a big reason why I'm still doing this. And then I do think because it was a moment that I can still recite of change in my head, was finding Nirvana for the first time. And they're one of those, I found Nirvana, it was great. But literally,
hence the name.
We had a SpongeBob container of CDs.
Oh my god.
In our shared bedroom.
Wow. It was SpongeBob.
It had SpongeBob on it.
That's so funny.
And it had just a bunch of CDs. I don't know how the CDs got in there. I guess it was just stuff that our parents were like, you could listen to this.
Collected over time. Yeah.
There was Aquabats albums in there. I'm sure the Shrek soundtrack was in there at some point.
Shrek 2.
Shrek 2.
Bob Marley.
Bob Marley. Yeah, but one of the CDs that slipped its way in there was Nirvana Nevermind.
Yes.
And I just remembered days and days of being in like first grade.
Yeah.
I so far go to where it's very fuzzy, just going to school and going home and going upstairs and putting in the CD, which is not something that a child in 2014 would maybe normally be doing.
No.
But that's what I did. I'd eat Nilla wafers and I'd listen to Nirvana. And it was wonderful.
It was wonderful, yeah.
And, you know, they were kind of one of those bands where it was like, it was aggressive, but it was poppy. It was very poppy, especially that album.
Yeah.
And that one kind of sent me down the path of music continually being in my life. And then I found Green Day.
Yeah.
Like I said, I literally went to the record store for the first time, and I still remember that. I didn't even know record stores were a thing before I asked my dad, where can I get this? Mm-hmm. I was like, we gotta go on South Street. I'm like, okay, that makes sense because everything's on South Street.
Right.
And then walking down the street, and it's like, wow, I'm surrounded by music, and there's the one I want. Okay.
There it is.
And then I listened to Basket Case on loop for days.
Mm.
And Green Day was really the kicker. I think everything else was building up to that.
Right.
And then when I found Green Day, like, that was my gateway drug into everything about punk, early punk.
How you played guitar.
How I played guitar. You know, I was probably like 4'5".
I don't think you were that
was
short.
I that short?
You were tiny.
I was tiny.
Yeah.
But any Green Day aficionados will know how low Billy Joe Armstrong wears his guitar, and I happily inherited my our older sister Emily, her Fender Stratocaster that was sitting in the basement. I happily took that and dropped it real low. It was almost on the floor, and I was like, "This is it." And I only knew how to play a G, but I would play along with those songs whenever the G came up.
You jump in.
I'd jump in.
Like, this is my part.
I'm helping them out.
Right.
But yeah, Green Day opened up the world to like all the other punk bands, like the Ramones, like Sex Pistols, and stuff that like my parents were more like accustomed to, and they were kind of like, hey, here's some stuff. Yeah. The Stooges, stuff like that. Devo. Mm-hmm. Even some of the, you know, more quirkier bands, I guess you could say, Talking Heads, stuff like that. You know, people have like I've had to answer in like a lot of like about yous and stuff like, what does music mean to you? What would you be without music? Yeah. And the answer is I don't have an answer because I would be absolutely nothing. There's never been music not in my life. I've never not had an instrument. I don't know, and I never want to know. Yeah, what that's like. Right. But it's my identity. So it's always been a part of me, and there's no day it started. It's always been there. Yeah, it's always been there, and it's still there.
And being always there, from performing with the band program at Blue Bond with a multitude of different artists, to eventually joining Emmett and I's group, Emmett, Rig, and I joining
the Jette Planes. Do you want to talk about that for a second? The origins of that?
Briefly, I mean, yeah. Like
funny.
We've said, Emmett and I had the Jette Planes for many years at that point.
Like 3?
About 3, yeah. And we lost a few of our bandmates just based on creative differences and also just life choices, college. And it was just the two of us, and we didn't really know what to do with the project moving forward. And Toby, having always been the ever observer, and
I was in the corner
learning our songs and supporting us from afar,
very very half-heartedly though.
Yes. We eventually asked you to jump in as our bassist, because we had already been talking to Harry Feinberg at the time to jump in as a guitarist, because we needed a bassist, and so we were like, hey, you could probably play bass, right?
And what's funny about that, Gideon,
is that you're a really good bassist.
I was gonna get out. I was 12.
Oh, yeah. So Toby was really young.
I was 12.
You weren't 12. Were you 12?
I was freshly 13.
Yeah, you were 13.
Fresh 13.
You were 13, and yes, we may have been bringing Toby to local college basement shows.
Oh yeah.
And yes,
I was the coolest 8th grader ever.
His age.
No, well, no one needed to know.
No one needed to know. We would get in there. Look, I was a very responsible older brother.
He was.
Toby can attest to that. Everyone can attest to that.
Everybody.
Everyone that's gone to these shows, that's seen us play, they know that. We would jump in, but we couldn't ignore Toby's very early on raw talent. Like you were able to grasp onto like the musical voice that we had and bring in your own style, and were very efficient and very fun to play with. And we were just like, hey, Toby's a once in a blue moon chance here. And so we kept you, and we still got you.
I took that job.
We've had you in the band for a little while now, and now you are in the process.
5 years?
It hasn't been 5 years.
How long has it been? I don't know.
Not 5. Oh, how, like the band itself?
How long have I been in the band? 4 years?
You've been in the band for about 3.
Okay, yes. It's been 3 years. Time slows down.
Time slows down. And now you, like I said before, you were writing.
Yes.
And helping us start an album from the ground up.
Yes.
Instead of learning all the songs from our previous album.
Sure.
You were
I still did that. I still had to do that.
You still had to do that, but
there was a solid 2 years where I was just the bass player. I was in 8th grade, I'd go to Algebra 1, do the whole thing, talk to all my friends, and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go to a college party. Yeah, we play college parties. Yeah, you know that. You can't go to this.
Yeah, and you were the coolest person in the room.
And I kind of was.
Yep.
But yeah. And I kept the job.
You kept the job.
That job.
And you still have it, and you're still writing for us.
Still have it.
What would you say is your method when it comes to starting a song?
The method. Well, much like everything else in my life, there's no method.
Oh, love that.
Just kidding. Yeah, when it comes to songwriting, I have a very funny relationship with it, because obviously I've been a musician for a long time, and when you're a musician, natural progression, yeah, I'm gonna become a songwriter. Herder. Let me write down some words. I wrote probably like 60, 70 songs before I had one that I liked.
Oof.
I'd write all these songs and I'd finish them. I always made sure, like, I'm going to start this idea. I'm going to see it through. I'm going to finish it. And then I'm going to listen to it. And every time, throw out the record. Like, this is awful. No one burn this. No one can hear this. And trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. And I don't know why I kept it up, because it was brutal, you know, especially when I joined the Jette Planes. It was like, well, I'm in a band now. Now there's a chance, you know, and I'd beat myself up because, like, I got to write a song. That's what you do, you know, and there was a time I was like, maybe it's not for me. Maybe it's not for me. But, you know, just trial and error, just like, I don't know if it's going to get good. I don't know if I'm going to get good at it, but I'm just going to keep this practice up. And that built up a sort of tolerance, and it built up something in me, something of a writerly voice. And I find it very funny to reference this song because it's on the album, which is not something that most musicians can say. Like, the first breakthrough song they had is out there, maybe, but it is just an afternoon of noodling in the room, nothing going on. And I wasn't trying to write a song, because I started this song and it sounded nothing like what I thought I wanted to write. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, this is a waltz. I don't write waltzes. This feels like a pirate. I feel like I'm a pirate. This is a pirate song. And I finished it. I finished it in 5 minutes. I wrote down some words. I didn't know what they meant. And that song's called This Room. It's on the album. And I only changed 2 words.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
That's a train of thought. 4 chords. It just came out of me.
Yeah.
And since that day, I've been able to write songs. Not every time. It's not this weapon. I'm like, I'm going to write a song. You want me to write a song? Yeah, give me a concept, and I'll write a song about that. It's not that. You know, there'll be moments, you know, a David Lynch quote, to be a pretentious film nerd for a second. Ideas are like fishes. You know, you have to wait, and you'll find the right one.
Yeah.
You know, it's not this type of thing where I can just decide it. It'll be lightning in a bottle, a moment of clarity, where I'm kind of tapping into this creative voice that I have, and I can pull something out of it. And it can be excruciating to do that. There's been songs that I've labored over for months. There's been songs I've had that I'm still working on, that I've been working on for years, just because, like, it's not there yet. Just ideas, you know, there's all these things, because, you know, my mind is so busy all the time. Trying to pull something out of it and keep it intact, it can go both ways, I find. But, you know, I've been able to, I'm getting a lot better, and I've been able to find an artistic voice that I'm content with.
Yeah.
A voice that I can say I'm proud of, because I can listen to those songs. And there's songs that I've written that I really love. You know, the songs I've written that I love the most, nobody's even heard yet. But, you know, what is it, 4? The 4 on the album that I wrote are very, they feel very cohesive to me, and it was never the intention for those songs to feel stringed together.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an album, so sure, there's that. But, like, I wasn't writing it like this is a concept. But at least to me, those songs, it's kind of a train of thought thing. I can see the you know, the ride on that album. I like the progression that's in each of those songs. Especially lyrically, I find. You know, lyrically, which I guess I've might be the thing I labor over the most. You know, I think if you're gonna take someone's time with a song, you don't have to have something you're saying. But for me, I feel like if I have that attention for 2 minutes, I really want to make it count. And you know, there's a lot of my lyrics that I don't know exactly what they mean. You know, some of them might be very abstract, but I've always been much more fascinated in feelings than answers.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You know, I don't need you to understand exactly what I'm saying. I'm not always pushing a specific message down your throat, but if you pick up on the feeling that I'm trying to put into this, the attitude that comes with the creative process, if that can be contained and preserved into the final package and someone else can pick up on that, I'm more than happy. And there's some songs where I'm really trying to say something, but a lot of the times I find it comes down to the feeling that comes with it that allows the listener to kind of put it somewhere else. Because, you know, a song, a band, an artist is part of its audience.
Yep.
You know, you rely on them and they rely on you in a way. If you're good. But
if you're good at what you do.
If you're good at what you do.
Yeah.
Which I try.
You do. You do try.
I forget what the question was.
You answered it.
Okay.
How you write a song.
There you go.
You got there.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, go listen to Behind Three Walls, and you'll see what Toby's all about.
I sang the ones I read.
What?
I wrote a song for you, though.
You did write a song for me. Yeah. Dream Big.
Dream Big. Dream Big.
Which was our single.
Single and a music video.
The single
which I directed.
Which you directed.
Along with my filmmaking partner, Dylan McHale.
Dylan McHale. Yeah.
Shout out.
Big shout out Dylan, who's also in your other band,
Witheld. Who's also in my other band, Witheld.
Yeah. How has it been having an experience with us, the Jette Planes, growing up, going to college house shows, way too young, and now getting to, you know, be a part of a group?
Yes.
That is, you know, for lack of younger kids your age.
Sure.
And starting it from the ground up. I know that Witheld existed before you did, but it was more of a concept, right?
I was always around.
Right. It was a concept of Dylan's.
Yes. Dylan and Elijah.
Elijah, last name?
Elijah Monastero.
Yeah, whispered. Those two brought you into Witheld. How has that experience been now that you've been informed with a sort of application of your skills that was the Jette Planes and continues to be? Because, you know, not only did we get to play some house shows, but we played some pretty cool venues.
It's true. We've had some highs.
And so now you get to be a part of like a punk group that you get to start from
back
the ground
to where
up.
I started.
Yeah.
You know, the Jette Planes, it's a marriage.
Yeah.
It's a marriage, you know.
You're telling me.
Yeah. You know, it's been there for a long time. It's so much of my DNA because we've been at it for so long. And I love it. And there's times where it, you know, tears me apart. There's times where it is my favorite thing in the world. And there's obviously an underlying love for it always.
Yeah.
But anything creative that you stick with for a long time, any project that you're a part of for a long time, you grow a very unique relationship with it. And Witheld, at least right now for me, is kind of like getting drinks with buddies on Friday night.
You're 17 though, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, I am 17.
Yeah,
I don't do that.
Right,
I would never do that.
Right. Right.
But Witheld, you know, we're in a really special moment where I can tell we're about to hit our stride. You know, I've known Dylan for like 4 years now, and Elijah almost as long, and we've kind of been playing together for about a year now. And we're really finding our strengths as a unit, as a trio. The Jette Planes being another trio, you know how much of a codependency a band like that is.
Yes.
Like, there's so much air to fill, and when you're a trio, everything is heard.
Yep.
And it can be very hard to find that balance of making this fit right when it's a trio, because, like, everybody's got to be pulling their weight.
Right.
And, you know, and Witheld's, we're in our early stages, but it's something I'm really excited about, and I have a very good feeling about a kind of future with it.
Hell yeah.
We have a demo
Yes.
out on Bandcamp, a song called Misanthropied. I played the bass on it. Yeah, more will come.
More will come.
You know, we're still early enough to where there's not so much to say.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have a lot out, but I have a really good feeling about the band, and if you're into hardcore music, if you're into post-hardcore music, if you're into maybe some early emo music even, if you're into punk music, if you're into anything like that, check us out. We play every now and then.
Yeah,
We
playing gigs.
shows. We play some shows.
Yeah.
We have a fun time. We jump around. It's fun.
It is fun.
So, check it out.
Check
if
it
you
out.
so wish. And shout out to Elijah and Dylan.
Yeah.
Who
But we're not done talking about
We're
Dylan.
not done talking about Dylan.
Because I'd love to pivot
Love to pivot.
into you as a filmmaker.
Yes.
Which is a whole other aspect of your artistry that you've been able to hone while you've been at CAPA, like we were talking about.
It's true.
And will be continuing your studies
will
at
be.
Drexel.
Mm-hmm.
Phil, you are the first filmmaker on this podcast.
Oh.
Also. Which
Golly.
is fun. Golly, yeah, right. And as an actor, you know, who's dabbled in directing, direction and filmmaking is not an easy thing. There's a lot of...
Yeah. A lot of people find that shocking. You know? It's
Whoa.
like people watch movies.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I could do that. I like that. And then
Yeah.
they try it and they're like, oh.
Oh, there's you have to do so many shots of this one angle.
So many documents, so many sheets. The amount of paper sheets that you have to write.
Yeah.
Could kill a man.
So let's talk about it.
Sure.
Why film? If you
Why
have
film?
this same, moment with music where it felt right, it clicked in, you had the right influence. Not only were we surrounded by great music, we were surrounded by great film growing up as well. Because, again, our parents have incredible taste. We just have to keep saying that. And so we were watching movies and TV shows that were really informative to what we make. I know I can speak that for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, what were your film influences and how did you fall into making film?
So there's a movie called Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yes, there is. Back to Pee-wee. Here we go.
We're back to Pee-wee. Yeah, we knew it'd come back.
Yeah. This is also your favorite film.
It's my favorite. You know,
because this is a question I ask on the podcast. But
true. I had to fill out a form. Can you believe that, guys? Gideon made me fill out a form.
All right. It's business, man.
Yeah.
I make everybody do it. I made Mom do it.
That's
so. But yeah, I usually ask everybody on the podcast what their favorite film is, but I haven't gotten to do that while also talking about someone that makes films. So it kind of just melds into one question. Yeah. Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Being a film student and someone who's focused in film, I watch a lot of movies.
Yeah.
So I've always been like half-hearted, and you know, it's always the question, you know, what's your favorite movie? It's like, oh my god, I can't do that. There's so many.
Right.
Especially when my taste kind of is all over the place, to be honest. But Pee-wee's Big Adventure is a movie that I was exposed to at a very, very young age, and I've watched consistently so much in my life. And now I'm at a point where I have a whole different knowledge of film, and I do think it's a perfect movie. Yeah, that movie, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, starring Pee-wee Herman, Paul Rubens, directed by Tim Burton, which some people probably don't know.
Yeah.
Scored by Danny Elfman. It's that combination of those three dudes. You can see that in a lot of what I do.
Oh, for sure.
And you know, it's, you know, that the making of that movie is really funny. When they wrote it, they literally had a book that was like how to write a screenplay, like basics of storytelling, structure. And when you watch that movie, you feel that because the pacing is so spot on.
Right.
And you like, there's not a moment where you're slouching and it's kind of, oh, okay, we're getting to the good stuff. it's like it's 100% all the way.
Yep.
And I think the kind of abrasive storytelling that's in that movie kind of planted something in me, and the kind of attitude that it carries, because it's weird, it's funny, it's cool, it's all these things.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Gorgeous
Yeah.
film. I mean, it's Tim Burton. It's very early in his Tim Burton-ness, but it is everywhere.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that movie was it holds a special place in my heart for a lot of reasons, but I think that was kind of the film that was kind of like, wow, movies, because it's such a grand spectacle, that movie too.
It is,
movie,
right? It is,
you know.
It is like the Pee-wee movie. It's like, I mean, again, we grew up watching Pee-wee's Playhouse, which is, for lack of a better term, like a variety show, or just like Pee-wee's character running around and being a great host for adults and kids alike, and just being a wacko, right? Just like choosing random things to focus on, and like all puppets and colors and musical guests, and then getting to distill that character into like a hero's journey. Yeah, it's brilliant.
It's very much so.
It's brilliant. And with that information, how did you then decide that you like, hell, I need to make movies myself?
Yeah, the progression of that is like, I was always drawing pictures.
Yeah, you were.
As a kid, I was always drawing pictures of the movies I was watching and the TV shows I was watching. And I think when I think about the films and the media that stood out to me when I was a kid, it comes down to visually. My eyes were glued to the screen. I loved a good picture, an interesting picture. Like one of the earliest movies that I remember falling in love with, very traditional movie, was The Wizard of Oz. Yeah. Because that is a gorgeous looking movie. Right. I mean, the detail, those painted sets, the costumes, the making of that movie is awful.
Oh, yeah.
Don't look into how it looks that good, or do. It's a very unfortunate story. But the movie itself,
the product,
it looks amazing.
Yes.
It looks amazing. And the movies were like, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and we would watch, the Muppet movies and stuff, like Labyrinth, like the Dark Crystal, the Jim Henson stuff. All this stuff that is such good storytelling, but does not forget to not waste a fraction of the screen. Yeah. For anything. Yeah. And that just, the ability to do that always kind of just sat nicely with me. And, as I, got older, I started to, find, like films and media that I liked more, that, kind of finding my own voice. And when I was little, I had my iPod and iMovie, which, there could be so much negative said about the current age for artists, and, how competitive these fields can be now, and how hard it is to make out for yourself. And all of that is true, and we all struggle with it. But definitely the best thing to come out of like the past 20 years has been the accessibility of so many outlets to be creative. So to be able to just make these, dumb films with my friends or by myself, and I play all the characters, which is something I'm still doing because I can't find actors. I can't.
Can't find a lot of actors.
Yeah, I'm gonna be talking to your peeps, but just exercising that just for the fun of it. No one had to see it. It was just for me.
And for us sometimes.
And for you and our parents sometimes. I would subject you to my masterpieces.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Because it just was fun to me.
Troby?
Troby
I
had a feeling you were going to bring that
Troby
up.
McDonald, right? Didn't you
Donald.
Donald? You
that
had
was my
alter ego.
Yeah.
Well, you had two alter egos.
What was my other one?
The Golden Menace.
Oh, the Golden Menace. Yeah, the Golden Menace was kind of just my cool moment.
That was your cool.
That
moment.
was when I was coming out of being a weird crazy kid, and I was a cool weird crazy kid.
Right. But yeah, Trobi was when you were making little YouTube videos and honestly like animations. Like
I made a 9-minute animated film. And
you did.
There was like one frame every 2 minutes, but
but it still told a story.
It told a story somehow. I'm glad none of that stuff's still up. I think.
Well,
I'm sure there's some corner of the internet. Maybe I have a very large digital footprint, but just the absolute craziest things that come to my mind. Be like, I'll just make that right now.
Right. The access to
be able to do that.
And being encouraged. We were in a household
absolutely
where we were encouraged to do that, where it wasn't stifled. You were able to just be like, I want to make it, and then you were like, hey, look at this thing I made. We were all like, okay,
and and it was something that definitely died down at a point.
Well, of course.
You kind of grow up a little bit. You're kind of like, okay, whatever, life.
But now you do it in like a more professional
way. And before high school, because I obviously decided to major in film at CAPA, I kind of had this, full circle kind of moment where I was just kind of thinking about the reality of film. And I remember in 8th grade, I had, a couple of friends who were skaters, and I was always around skate culture, and, we were kids, and I could never skate well. I could ride it. I could almost do an ollie. I was never good, and I never claimed to ever have been good.
That's true.
But I was around all these skaters, and I was the guy who knew how to edit a few clips together. So I was kind of like, I should film this, and we'll put it out. I'd be like, yeah, you can do that? Like, I didn't know that's a thing you could do.
Yeah.
It's like me and my friends, like Gray and Jules, like, I would film them, and I'd snip together these videos and put a song over it and just put it out for a little bit. And I was like, wow, I could just do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. And people are seeing it. And people are excited about it. That's kind of crazy. And then I was like, this is a thing I could do?
Yeah.
And I remember watching, another pivotal film was Clerks by Kevin Smith. His first film, which is a great film, just alone. And if you haven't seen it, I recommend it. But that movie was made, it's about two guys who work at a convenience store. It's about one day at a convenience store. And that movie was made because Kevin Smith wanted to make a movie. He worked at a convenience store. I have a convenience store. I can make a movie here. I'll shoot it at night. I'm going to max out some credit cards, get some money, like $10,000, whatever. We're going to make it. And then that movie, wins at Sundance, and then leads to a whole career, just because he had the passion to make it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I know this is a crazy industry, but, I'd feel ashamed of myself if I didn't give it a try.
And unfortunately, like a dying art form.
Yeah, for genuine filmmaking, especially.
Yeah.
There's so much corporate filmmaking and advertising nowadays, and
Hollywood and streaming.
Yeah.
And
so much stuff that is a struggle to the independent filmmaker.
Yeah.
It's the world's getting more and more expensive.
Right.
So it can be hard in that regard, but like the film industry is really you hit the right moment at the right time. You don't really know. You kind of just gotta cross your fingers and give it your all.
Yeah.
Much like the theater industry.
Much like it. That's true.
It's hard to see consistency in it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you really work at it, there is a world out there where you can find your place in it. And I feel that way towards film, and I have made a handful of short films.
Yes, you have.
Alongside Dylan McHale, who we have mentioned, we kind of figured out a filmmaking union,
A partnership.
Yeah.
He's a brilliant guy.
It's true. He knows what he's doing. He has this amazing visual eye of interesting shots and ways to make simple things look really good.
Mm-hmm.
And he can edit way better than I can. I can cut.
You can cut, and you found yourself more in the writer director.
I found
position.
myself more, more at home and more comfortable in like the writing of it and the initial directing of it. Like I fell in love with the process of coming up with an idea, workshopping it into a screenplay, storyboarding it out, writing a shot list.
Going back to the drawings you were doing,
They're still as bad, but the passion's behind it.
Yeah. And would you say that your time as a child actor while like doing stuff at PAC, like would you say that having time on stage as a performer influenced you as a director?
Absolutely.
Like you have a better perspective on it?
I've never, ever since I did PAC as a kid, I'm not afraid of talking to people in a creative environment.
Yeah.
I just don't really fear things like public speaking. And I know that's a gift that I have because of the experience that was just thrown at me.
Mm-hmm.
But like I find it very easy to talk to other creative people and be like, let's do this. Here's this vision. I'm going to try my best to explain it to you, and let's work on this. Let's be a union.
Because you have to control a room.
Yes, because you can't be a director if you can't talk to people.
Right.
If you can't be persuasive and you can't have open ears while still being stern in what you're doing, you can't do the job.
Can't do the job.
And I found a lot of strength in that, and especially in directing early films. I was like, it kind of felt naturally to me, and I had to act in a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. That's true. You continue.
It's easy to direct and act because I know what I want. I'm not the best actor in the world, but if it's 5 minutes, I can get it well enough.
Yeah.
To where it can sell the package.
You've hit a lot of genres so far, where like you've done like surreal horror, you've done a documentary, you've done music videos, you've done all sorts of a comedy even recently. What would you say, or at least right now, has been like the most creatively fulfilling piece that you've done?
Wow, that's a good question. Podcast interviewer Gideon.
Thanks.
McDonald. Caro.
I try.
Caro McDonald. Sorry, I got your name wrong.
It's fine.
Right now, there's something brewing.
Ooh.
That I have a very good feeling about.
Okay. That's exciting.
I'm not gonna explain it.
For sure.
But it would be a step up from everything thus far. I think if I have to narrow it down to one thing that I'm just like relentlessly like, that was tight. Was the Dream Big music video.
Nice. Cool. It's an excellent video
for our song, Dream Big, which I wrote too. Funny.
Yeah.
Funny how those things go together. That was the first single we had in a while, so I felt it was very important to do a big old video for it. And it's like a 5-minute song, so there's a lot of time you got. And it is a narrative. It's there's a story in there. There's bank robbers. There's some slapstick comedy in there.
A lot of colors.
There's a lot of colors. You just go watch it.
Yeah.
If you like stuff like the Monkees, stuff like the Aquabats, stuff like, those early Beatles films, something just dumb, something that doesn't take itself seriously.
Yeah.
But has heart. Check out that video. It was the first time I felt like it was a production.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I really tried to make sure, like, because obviously, I'm directing it, but I'm managing, this, where we're shooting it and the time we're shooting it, the actors, it was probably the biggest production I'd done at that point too.
Yep.
Probably like upwards of 10 people. Which sounds like a little, but if you're directing a film, that is a lot of people. Okay. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Especially when they're all doing something important. But that was the first time it felt like a real production, and the passion was so strong when we were making it, and you can see it rubs right off into the final product.
I'm very, very proud of that one.
Yeah. And everybody gave it their all, and it was one of those lightning in the bottle moments. Like, the song was fresh, the ideas kept coming.
Yep.
Everybody was 100% into it.
Yeah.
I think that's the strongest piece that I can direct people to.
Nice.
Certainly.
Agreed?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a melding of both your musical ability and your filmmaking ability.
It's true.
That's the magic of a music video.
It's true. And I'm in it. And I act in it.
And you act in it. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's my resume right there.
Pretty much.
One video.
Hey. It's a good one to have.
Yeah. But, yeah, film. I like it.
You're going to keep making it.
I'm going to keep making it. And there'll be something one day. And I've made a lot of films. Me and Dylan have made a lot of films. McDonald
is your company,
is our
right?
production name. For as long as we do that. And yeah, we have a lot of stuff on the back burner that will come out. You know, we kind of have a bit of an archive already that nobody's seen. So we're going to kind of have some fun this year by kind of sprinkling them out. For the people. Yeah. Because the people, you got to, come on, for the kids.
For the kids.
It's for the kids.
It's always for the kids.
But yeah.
I think to that point, at this point in the podcast, I would usually ask, like, what are your goals, right? What does your future look like? But I feel like we've covered them.
We did a lot of them.
Witheld's got some stuff.
Yes, we do.
You got some films on the dock. You're just going to keep making. You're going to school. Mm-hmm. What were you going to say?
I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
To newer heights and in different places.
I'm excited for you, buddy.
Thank you. I plan to continue my musical journey. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm nowhere near my peak.
Not at all. You've barely begun.
I've barely begun.
You've barely begun.
And there's a lot of songs and there's a lot of not plans, but things that I know will happen.
To that point.
At one point or another.
What does the concept of an artistic legacy mean to you?
Ooh. An artistic legacy. Great question, Gideon Caro McDonald.
Okay, thanks.
An artistic legacy, I guess, it's how you made people feel.
Mm-hmm. And how would you like to make people feel?
Great. I would like to make people feel that they have feelings. I would like people to think and, question things that maybe in this particular way has never kind of been thrown at them. Something unique, I guess, something one of a kind. Singularity is the strongest weapon that you have if you're an artist. And I would like to dig further into what that is for me.
Awesome.
Because I'm only on the outskirts of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta go digging in the mine.
The mine being Drexel.
The mine being Drexel. Yes.
And adulthood. Yeah, right.
Woo!
Here we go.
Well,
that's beautiful, bud.
Thanks.
Thanks,
pal.
That's poignant.
Thanks, pal.
Lightning round.
Lightning round.
Oh. Here we go.
Look, there's lasers in here.
Yeah,
you guys should see this room. It sucks
so many
there's
lasers.
no video.
Favorite place to eat in Philly?
Oh.
First one.
Wawa.
Wow. Yeah? Wawa?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, great.
Okay. Favorite place to eat ever is Wawa. Favorite place to eat in Philly, though, I will give you an answer. I'm going to say it's Ishkabibbles on South Street.
Ishkabibbles
if I'm going to be a full-on Philly guy for a day, I'm going to Ishkabibbles.
All right. Ishkabibbles 2?
Yes, the one where so you can sit.
Yeah, so you can
sit. As much as I love Wawa, you can't in there.
A store in Philly you can spend hours in. Lightning.
I'm bad at this lightning stuff.
I'm trying it out. This is a new thing. New thing in the podcast.
Is this the first time you've done this?
Lightning round.
Is this the first time you've done this?
Yes, it is.
Oh my.
Favorite store. Pew, pew, pew.
Okay.
Go.
Okay.
All right. So here we are. We had a little bit of a podcast snafu, if you will. What happened?
What happened?
Our storage ran out, and we lost the last few minutes of this episode.
No.
Toby's on a phone call right now. Toby, why don't you share why we got a lot of ambiance going on?
Yeah, I'm at a bougie coffee shop in South Philly working on my English homework. So you're very welcome. I'm squeezing you into my busy schedule.
Yeah, I appreciate that. All right, well then let's pick up.
This is the real Philly Phone Book podcast now.
Yeah,
This is
right,
a
because
real
you're on the
phone call.
you're on the phone.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. All right, so why don't we pick up where this lightning round left off?
Let's do it.
A shop that you could spend hours in here in Philly.
Gonna go Repo Records. It's where I've frequented my entire life, and it's a staple of South Street that doesn't seem to go away while everything else changes. So
Boom, there it
gotta go
is.
Repo.
Lightning
Boom.
round. Pew, pew, pew.
Lightning round. Boom, boom, boom.
A dream actor to get for a film, and why is it Nick Cage?
It is Nick Cage. Because Nick Cage, he's got that range. He can do anything. He can do anything kind of good.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest thing is it's possible, you know?
Right.
There's a universe. There's a reality where I have the opportunity to get Nick Cage to do something for me. That's, if I play my cards right, that is the dream.
I agree. I do believe that is possible.
Yes.
What is the favorite part you've played while you were an actor at PAC?
Oh, wow. I don't even know if you asked me this when we actually recorded this. Gotta go. I was Frankenstein's monster in Frankenstein.
Yeah, you were.
It was my biggest role, and I did it. And I was like, that was so good. I'm gonna quit now.
I'm retiring.
And I retired. I peaked and I retired.
At
And that was
age-
my last acting role.
At age what, like 12?
12, 13, maybe.
There it is. Going out strong.
Going out strong.
What's a teacher you'd credit your current work to?
Teacher I would credit my current work to would have to be, I'm going to say Mr. Kaufman at CAPA, first of all, just for the opportunities that he's presented me and my film partner Dylan within the last few years. Or just to throw an older teacher in, I'd have to say Mr. LaShock from my elementary school, Meredith.
Yes.
He had the Meredith rock bands, which we were both a part in at different times.
That's true.
He pointed me to a lot of music, and even though I was really bad at biology, I was his favorite student. So we had a pretty good thing going.
Shout out Mr. LaShock.
Shout out Mr. LaShock.
Love that guy. And finally, who would you recommend I have on this podcast? Ideally not over the phone like this.
Not over the phone like this. I'm just going to stick with the answers that I did when I was at your house, because I think they were solid.
Okay.
I think, first of all, James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd himself.
I agree. Yeah,
You Art
alum. Yeah, You Art alum. James Rolfe.
You Art alum. You know, I think he's obtainable in this day and age. And I think it'd be a great time, because he's the nerd. He's the guy.
That's true.
Him, and then just because you kind of have to, Leslie Odom Jr. I mean, you know, if you're trying to do anything in the musical theater, he's the one. He's the dude.
He is the dude. You are right about that.
He's from my high school.
True. Yeah.
You could get him maybe one day if you're good. If you blow up.
You think you can pull some strings for me?
Yeah, I'll pull some strings for you. We can get Leslie.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah. You know, my girlfriend shook his hand, so
Really?
that's enough.
That is enough. Wow.
That's enough for you to just like call him, right?
Yeah. I got his phone number ready to go.
Yeah. Him, or you get all the Boys to Men, all three of them.
Oh God.
I want to see all three of them on the couch.
That would be awesome. I would
That'd be
die.
awesome.
Well, you've given me a lot of dreams to work towards.
So many dreams. Dream big.
Dream big. It's our song. It's our song.
Big.
Stream big. Oh, so true. Wow.
Dream big, dream big.
Look at
That
that.
should have been the slogan when we came out with it. What were we thinking?
Yeah, there's no time to regret it now. The album's out.
Yeah, it's true.
Well,
Listen to it.
Toby,
Yeah.
thank you so much for doing this.
Oh, no problem.
Look,
this is the best 4-week-long recording process for a podcast.
Look.
This is so unique, and your format is going to take you far.
Oh, thanks, dude. Look, technical difficulties happen, but we persevere. And now we can wrap this episode up proper.
Yes, we can.
Where can people find you and contact you?
The people, when I'm not at a coffee shop, the people can find me in my bands. I play in the Jette Planes. We have an album out. It's called Behind Three Walls. Go stream it.
Yeah, we do.
I'm a big fan of it. And I'm also in Witheld, another band. We have a single out right now. It's called Misamplified. We're going to have more out soon. Both bands are playing shows, when, I can't tell you because I don't know when this podcast is going to come out. But just check those Instagrams, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your eyes to the skies and keep them peeled.
There it is.
Other than that, I'm on Instagram. I mean, I don't do anything on there, but maybe one day. if you need to contact me for any reason, I don't know why you really would. Unless you want to want me to direct the music video.
True.
Toby T McD.
Toby T McD. There it is.
Yeah.
Everywhere
I finally got. By the way, between the last podcast and this one, I finally got my true Instagram handle. It used to be taken away. I'm Toby T McD now.
There it is.
I'm very, very happy about that.
Wow. Okay, well then looks like this redo of the end of our pod was worthwhile.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
All right.
It was all worth it.
Well, go check Toby out on all the places that he has provided. It will also be in the description of this episode below. And thanks, dude. I love you, buddy.
I love you too.
Thanks for doing this.
No problem.
Very proud of everything you've gotten to do so far, and I'm excited to see what you do next.
You'll be part of it again.
I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will. Happily so. And thank you, the listener, for spending a little bit of your day hearing us brothers chat. And thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Love you guys. Thanks, Grandma, if you're listening.
They made it to the end. Oh, yeah.
They made it to the end, I would hope.
Definitely.
And go review us everywhere we're streaming. Give us a like, give us a follow on social media. And I'm super excited to be back. Here we go.
Here we go.
This was another episode of the Philly Phone Book, a podcast archive. I was your host, Gideon Caro McDonald. Real art is made by real people. Thank your SEPTA drivers. Ice and goodbye.
Bye.